What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Spiritual J coming back at you again with another video, y'all. Let's jump into this one because I just want to speak on this topic. And a lot of people don't really understand, a lot of black people don't really understand what's really going on and why it's so hard for black people. We're going to use the term black. I don't agree with black, but we're just going to use it in this video. But black people, okay? Black people. So many black people got podcasts, got YouTube channels, speaking on their platform and they all want to explain why black people, what's wrong with marriages, like what's wrong with dating and all this stuff. They all want to talk about that, what's going on with relationships, like why can't black people, man. And that's why I want to say this, it's only black people that's talking about this stuff. Now, I see some Spanish people, but some white people, barely. If they are Spanish or white, they have OnlyFans. For real, they have OnlyFans. Those are the only white people or Spanish people that I hear talking about this, are the ones with OnlyFans. Period. For real. But when you look at black people just got all these podcasts going on, got all these channels going on, want to explain, put their 2 cents and their opinion on why marriages are not working. Well, let me just say this. Marriages it's not going to work until black people change this. Everybody want to keep saying, oh, marriages are dead, which I say that too, but I'm referring to the black community. I'm not referring to white community, Spanish people or anything, because one thing about it, Spanish people, Mexican people, white people are raised to be husbands and wives. I could say African people too. They're raised to be husbands and wives. They are. Black people aren't. Because black people, when black people grow up, black people look at seeing that daddy wasn't around, mommy wasn't around. Gotta understand that your parents are your first teachers. And it's not so much of just teaching you about schoolwork or like math and reading. No, it's either you're a positive example to your child or you're a bad example to your child. But you're a teacher in some way. If you're not around, if daddy is not around, daddy is gonna be an example to his son and to his daughter of what not to do. Abusing mommy, cussing mommy out, disrespecting her, cheating on her, multiple women around. That's gonna mess that little boy up. That's gonna mess that little girl up, because that little boy gonna see his daddy doing all that and be like, oh, it's okay to have multiple women. It's okay to be married to 4 or 5 different women, playing all of them. You got the little girls over here who's seeing that and saying, oh, so it's okay for me to, to have multiple men. Dang, this man, he beating on my mom like that. Dang, where my dad at? Why he not around? Why he not raising us? They got so many questions. And it's sad that they're not here, that dads are not around to teach their kids anything. Because mommy is making bad choices. Women have access to sex. Women have access to sex. Men have access to marriage. They do. A man can be horny as hell, but if that woman don't lay down and open her legs to him, he ain't getting no sex. Unless he rape you, force you down on that bed and stuff, wherever y'all at, in the car anyway, unless he rape you. But that's the only time that a woman can give a man sex. But if you lay down freely and open your legs up to that man and give him some sex, and you end up pregnant, you can't be angry at that man. Both of y'all is in the wrong. For real. It's both of y'all fault. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes to the black community, what's up with marriages? Why isn't it working? Well, I'm going to tell you why it's not working. Because black people are raised up in the hood. Majority of black people. Not all black people, but majority of them. 90% of black people in this world were raised up in the hood. Period. Was raised up in the ghetto. And when you're raised out there, you got to understand something on a spiritual level. I'm so tired of hearing all these people talking about marriages and stuff. Nobody is mentioning anything spiritual about the Bible or anything. Everything is spiritual in this world. Everything is spiritual. Everything. And the reason that marriages and stuff is not working with the black community is because this is messed up in the black community. This is messed up. This is all messed up in the black community. Let's just get that right. This is all jacked up. Satan has destroyed this. Satan destroyed this when we were living in the hood, in the ghetto. Most people was all on drugs, seeing all this other stuff. So guess what? Black women don't know how to find a man. Black men don't know how to find a woman. They don't. They don't know how to. So guess what? When you coming from the hood, you come from that environment when you don't have nothing. When you don't have anything. You coming from the ghetto, the projects, bad environment, gangs, drugs, violence, struggling in the hood. Can't even afford to pay your bills. Nobody want to help you. That's how it's all been set up. Satan has always wanted it to be like that. That's why slavery was here. Satan has always wanted it to be like that. Always. But when you think about it, okay, you have to look at that and say, dang, so my mindset is just messed up. Because when you come from that environment from nothing, when you get older, you want something, right? That means you want something when you get older. You want more money. You want a big house. You want a nice car because you don't want to go back to that environment that you came from. So now guess what? We become very materialistic. That's why you see black people, when they start making money, they become very materialistic. They wear their money on their clothes. Women are going to get their titties done, get their butt done, get their face done, their lips done, getting all this. It's not just black people doing this. It's every race doing this. White women love to get their lips done. Oh yeah, they do. Getting the face done, lips done. Black dudes be out here wearing all this jewelry. 4 or 5 chains on, 2 watches on each wrist and all this stuff. This is why black people are doing this stuff. Because they're not used to having money. They're not used to having money. So now when you get some money, and social media messes up the mindset too. When you in the hood and you looking at and you on social media, you scrolling through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all this stuff, and you looking at everybody with this money, with this materialistic stuff, these nice cars, these big houses, it's playing with this. The Bible says you must renew your mind. You got to renew this. You have to renew your mind. You can't renew your mind if you on Facebook all day. You can't renew your mind if you on Instagram all day. You doing drugs all day, alcohol all day, sex, and all this type of stuff all day. When you spend most of your time on social media, you're not renewing your mind. Put your face into the Bible, into that book, not Facebook. Because being on Facebook is going to deceive the mind. I'm so tired of going on Facebook and looking at all these women on there disrespecting men. And it's all black women. It's all black women on there disrespecting the hell out of a man because your feelings is hurt, because of your bad choices, of your mistakes. Stop just pointing the finger at that man all the time. Go look in the mirror too. Black women, y'all need to understand something. Y'all are not perfect. Y'all are not perfect. Take accountability of your own actions. Take accountability of your own choices. You chose that dude. You chose that dude. You chose him. You laid down with him and had sex with him. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if whatever he said to you, he dogged you out, he messed with other women. He can do that because you're not married to him. You're not married to him. You can't tell him that he has to have only eyes for you. You cannot tell him that he has to have only eyes for you, and you're not married to him. I wouldn't expect my woman to have only eyes for me and we not married. If she got other dudes on her phone, then hey, what can I say about that? We're not married. But a lot of people don't understand that though. You know what I'm saying? The black community don't understand marriage. The black community just don't understand just pretty much a respect. So now when you come from these environments, your mind is messed up from the social media, the drugs, the materialistic stuff that you see on social media. That's why women are asking for a man, who are looking for a man with a lot of money. Because they want the luxury. They want that man to add to their lifestyle so that they can grow luxury and just materialistically. That's all they're looking for. True love is in last place. True love don't really exist. Not really. True love don't really exist. Nah. Hell nah. Not really. Nah. Nah. True love comes last. True love comes last. But people don't make it to true love because they put money in the way. They don't never make it to the true love, to falling in love with each other. Why? Because that woman mindset is on how much money do he make. That man mindset is on, damn, I'm just trying to get in the cheeks. That's it. I'm just trying to hit. That's all. Because daddy wasn't around to teach you that, man, love your wife. Stop looking at a woman for just her cheeks. But the problem with that is social media. Social media is promoting all this sexual stuff. Social media is promoting all this materialistic stuff. So now that's all people worried about now. It's just materialistic. That's all people are worried about is houses, cars, money, and all this irrelevant stuff. That's all they promote is this LGBTQ stuff and all this gang violence and stuff. That's all they promoting. So guess what? That's why marriages are not working in the black community. It's not going to work until you change your mindset. If black women would understand that you walking around here asking for all this money, you don't qualify for that type of man. That type of man don't even want you. That type of man don't even look your way. You never had that type of man. Your baby daddy was not making that much money. So just because you get a better paying job, this is the problem now. You're going to have a hard time getting that man. It's a trap. It's a trap from the devil. When you're younger, give her that child. Because now when you grow up and you want more, you want a man that's making good money, those type of men don't look your way now. Because why? You may be a beautiful woman, but you got a kid. But you got a kid though. That's what Kevin Samuels was trying to say. Rich men don't want women with children already. They don't. They just don't. Black women will be able to find a man if you just lower your standards and get that man. Look at Gabrielle Union from Daddy's Little Girls. Okay, the movie Daddy's Little Girls. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Great movie, powerful movie. Daddy's Little Girls. If you look at that movie, Gabrielle Union in that movie, a black woman, was very snobby. Attitude was just out of this world. Bad. Her attitude was bad. And her attitude was bad because, number one, she needed a man. She needs somebody. And number two, her success. Her success got to her head. So now she thought that she was all that too. And so so Idris Elba became her driver. And Idris Elba came from the hood. He ain't got money like that. He work at a shop, but he ain't no rich man. You know? He ain't making 6, 7, 8 figures. He probably making about $40,000 a year. 40 grand, 30, 40 to 50 grand a year, probably. If even that. But he became her driver to a successful woman. And guess what? They ended up getting together. because he was a good dude. He's a good dude. He treat his kids like queens, and he basically, he was just an all around good dude. You know, he wasn't dogging her out. He was showing her that he had interest for her. Black women today don't understand that. Your degree don't mean nothing. A man don't care about your degree. We don't care about how successful you are. We don't care about that. Idris Elba had to cuss her out at one point in that movie. He cussed her out at one point in that movie because she got smart with him. He had to let her know, like, sit back, shut the hell up. This is more important right now than what you talking about. Shut the hell up, lady. Put her on her plate. This is how black women turn. This is what black people turn into. Black women turn into when they become successful. Snobby, bad attitude, man gotta make the same amount or more than her. You're gonna stay single. You're gonna stay single. And that's why most of you are single now, because of that. Your degree went to your head. I don't need a man to pay all my bills. First of all, you saying that you don't need a man to pay all your bills. Okay, that's fine. No man gotta do nothing for me. I can do it all for myself. I don't need no man for nothing. But you over there disrespecting men because you can't find one that you're looking for. But you don't need a man. If y'all black women will put your degree to the side, because a man don't care about that. Okay, put your degree to the side and actually look at that man. Look at his life. If he's working, he has his own place, and he has a car. He don't have kids all over the place, and all these women are all over the place. It doesn't matter what job he's working. That's a good man right there, and he's showing interest in you. He's a man of God. He may be making like 30, 40, or 50K a year, but he has goals and dreams. He's not going to be working that job forever. But the problem is, you want him to be already established. You want him to have money already. You want him to be this man that's a boss already. Don't you know that if you get with that man while he's in the process and you showing him true love and he fall in love with you, don't you know that if that man becomes successful, if he becomes successful, that's going to be your king? That's going to be your man forever? But y'all don't understand that though. You want the man that's already got all the money. He already got all the money. Just because you're making more money than him don't mean that you have to take care of him. What if he say, I don't want your money? What if he say, I don't want your money? Why can't y'all just go half on bills? Until he get into a position to where he's paying more. Until he's paying for something. What's wrong with going half on bills anyways? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with going half on bills anyway? And if black men will understand that, look at a woman for more than just her cheeks. Look at her for more than just sex. You know, if that woman is allowing you to stay in her house and don't have to pay no bills, and you still dogging her out, even though that's not your wife, okay. But if she letting you stay in there and you ain't paying no bills, you should want to keep her and put a ring on it. But y'all little boys out here want to be so gangster, want to be so tough, and that's why y'all end up 6 feet under for being too gangster. Dogging out all these. I'm seeing so many women killing dudes now for messing with their heart. But that's because there's so many spirits that's going around right now. So many demonic spirits that's hopping into people. This world is getting more wicked. Marriage is not going to work until black people change their nasty attitudes and this corrupted mindset that they have. Put money to the side. Why does money matter so much? You're not going to be here forever to take that money with you. You will not be able to take that money with you. So why does money matter so much? Because I know for one thing, I'm about to end this video. For one thing, I find me a woman, we ain't even going to talk about money. No, we're not talking about money. Don't talk to me about money. It's none of my business what's in your account. It's none of your business what's in my account. If we do get a joint account, that's the only account that we talk about. But you knowing how much I make a year, how much I'm making this stuff, that's none of her business. Because if you keep money out of it, your marriage is going to work. He got something going for himself. He's working. You got something going for yourself. You're working, ladies. Fellas, you should be working too, fellas. And stop trying to live off a woman. Living off of a woman, you a simp. You a sucker. You a little boy trying to live off a woman. The hell? But this problem with y'all black dudes is y'all walking around here looking for the cheeks too much. You looking for the cheeks too much. Look at a woman for her mindset, her heart, and stop dogging them out. Stop thinking that it's cool to have multiple women in your phone. That's not cool. It ain't gonna be so cool when you sit in the doctor's office with an STD. It ain't gonna be so cool then. Oh, now you wanna pray. Now you wanna pray. Oh, for real? Now you wanna go back to your baby mama and treat her good. Really? Most of y'all dudes need to get locked up. To be honest, I think they need to go back to with this child support thing. It's no, you need to get a job by this time. And if you don't have a job by this time, we're gonna throw your black ASS in jail. I don't care. Need to throw y'all in jail. Yes. Throw you in jail. You don't want to help her? You don't want to send her no money? Throw you in jail. I don't care. It needs to happen. I'm tired of it's getting crazy with the black community that y'all can make all these babies, but you can't help her take care of them. Throw your black ASS in jail. Your trifling ASS in jail. And not jail, prison. Throw you in prison. Because you can't keep it in your pants? Okay. Well, sucker, go in that prison cell then. Period. I don't care. Throw your black ASS in prison. Since you don't want to help her with that baby, because they got that thing to where if that dude don't have a job, then he won't be able to pay nothing. Well, how about this? If he don't have a job, they need to give him 3 months. 3 months to find a job. 3 months. And if he don't have a job, it's like the what you call it? Unemployment. They give you benefits, but by this time, it's a certain limit that they're going to give you though. But you need to find a job. You feel what I'm saying? So it's basically like you need to find a job by this time limit. It's going to be no excuses. 3 months? That's no excuses. 3 months? No. Okay? You need to find a job by this time. And if you don't find a job by this time, lock them up. Lock them up. Lock them up. Period. Period. So with that being said, y'all, we gotta understand that the black community you're not gonna really see much of a change. I don't care nothing about no marching either until this change. This gotta change first. This need to change before black people marriages can start working. And I'm so tired of, once again, I'm about to end the video, y'all. Once again, I'm so tired of hearing black people with these podcasts and stuff. Everybody think that they know what they're talking about. Every black person that be on these podcasts act like they know what they're talking about. And most of them ain't even married. Divorced like 2 times, 3 times. Single moms. Dudes over there on child support. Got multiple kids, multiple baby mamas. I'm so tired of this. It's so sad, bro. It's so sad what's going on. The black community, y'all, needs to do better. Black people need to do better, y'all. Put money to the side. Stop thinking about the money. Y'all thinking about money too much. That's why you can't find true love. Because you thinking about money. He got to make a certain amount and all this stuff. Man, come on now. You're gonna stay single. That's why when you look at this pop the balloon stuff, you got black women on there all day with these pop the balloons. And black men on there with pop the balloons and stuff. I mean, other races people don't got to do this. Why the hell do black people got to do this? Pop the balloon. Really? Pop the balloon? I mean, the black community is sad. The black community is sad. Sad. I'm just saying, the black community is sad. And it's not going to see no change. I don't want to hear no black. The only black people that should be giving advice on marriages are the ones that's been married for 10 years or 20 years or more. That's been loyal to each other. Not the ones that got open marriages or y'all been cheating on each other and stuff. Nah, get out of here. Y'all need to get a divorce anyway and leave each other or work it out. For real. But that's the only people that should be giving advice are the ones that's been married for 10 years or more. If you haven't been married for 10 years or more, shut your ass up and get off these podcasts. Because you don't know what the hell you talking about. I don't want to hear no advice from no black people until I see one that's been married for 10 years or more. Period. If you ain't been married for 10 years or more, shut your mouth up because you don't know what you're talking about. Period.